Hey guys, Jamie here, and I'm going to show you how to use the quick loader in Marmoset Toolbag to bake your objects. It's a lot quicker than just doing it the conventional way. I'll just show you how this works. So let's say you have your scene and you want to bake two things. You want to have a high and a low. So for this, it's like I have a little trim sheet here. Here's my high, here's my low. It's going to bake onto a plane. Make sure your UVs are what you want. You can do this with any object, doesn't have to be a trim sheet, but I'm just doing it to keep it very simple. So here we go. This is high, low, and we're gonna take both of these. It doesn't matter if you're in Maya, it doesn't matter if you're in Blender or anything like that. You just wanna make sure you have a grouping function. So we're gonna group these. So they're grouped together now. And then inside our group, we'll group each one into their own group. So here's the low and here's the high, and that's what we want to name those groups. So we're going to do high for here, and then for this group it is low, and we'll just call it trim sheet, and then we're going to do underscore high. You make sure it's lowercase there. That's how it picks it up. We'll just copy this, and instead we'll put low here. So you can see high, low, and then I just called the group baker usually. And this is, I did these in a little group, but if you have, let's say you're baking like 10 different pieces in one file, then these will just get filled up and you have the low and the high. So take your baker group. You want to make sure you have the group selected and not the individual ones, and you want to export, and you're going to export that to wherever you want, and just call it. The way I usually do it is whatever I'm baking, and then I put baker at the end to let myself know that it's both of them together. It's the high and the low in one file. So I'll just call it trim baker, doing it off screen, and then we'll hop into Marmoset Toolbag. And from here, you're just going to make a fresh scene, and we can hit this little piece of bread here. I'm pretty sure it's bread. New bake project. Hit that. It's going to set this up, and what we want to do is come down here to quick loader, hit load. I'm going to do it off screen again, and you just grab that file that your baker file. So I'm going to open up my baker file. It's going to show in here, and we only see the low right here, but if you want to see the high, you want to hit this H here for toggling the visibility of the high. So we see it's here, and that's all you need to do. And let's say I was like, oh, actually, I want this here, which I don't know why you would, but go here and then just re-export. Make sure it's the same file. And then you go back here and then you just hit, oh yeah, see, it already updated. And that's why I like this, because you can just quickly update and reload and you're good to go. And let's say I came to my senses and I went back to how it should look. Let's do that again. Trim baker. Sorry for the loud noises. And yeah, see, it just goes right there. And then if you want to bake, just hit, you got to choose where you want to bake. Hit this little thing. I'll just call it trim baker again. And then hit bake. And it's going to, by default, just do the normal. You want to hide that high poly again. And you want to hit preview here, and it's going to show you the bake. But here's another little thing. So I set it higher in here. This is a bit of extra on top of the quick loader stuff. So it's projecting here, but you'll see that it is only projecting to this point off of my my plane here. And what I want to do is just bring up that max offset, and then it'll catch the high poly, and then it'll bake it proper. And then just for safekeeping or whatever, just hit bake again, and you're good to go. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Let me know if you have any questions. Thanks.